cannot believe that I created this full look using only drugstore makeup, and it's so freaking flawless. You do not need high-end makeup to get a super flawless makeup look. Let me show you how.
She wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby. Let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be, baby, squad up.
It's been a hot minute since I've done a drugstore makeup tutorial for you guys. I'm super excited to be showing you this full flawless glam beat using only affordable drugstore makeup. Every single product that I used in this video could be purchased from Target, CVS, Walmart, you know, places like that. I know that I use a bunch of higher end makeup that you can buy from Ulta or Sephora, and of course we can achieve a full flawless glam with that kind of makeup, but I want to show y'all that you can achieve it with more affordable makeup as well. You do not have to break the bank to get a flawless look. I would definitely rough this out for date night. If I'm going out somewhere in the summertime, this would look super cute and it photographs really great as well. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you doing? Click that subscribe button down below, hit that bell so you're notified as soon as your girl posts a new video. And if you would like to see more affordable drugstore makeup tutorials on my YouTube channel, definitely give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps your girl out a lot. I did add a bunch of resale wigs on my website, including this gorgeous silky straight wig that I'm wearing in this video. So if you're interested in checking out those wigs, I will have a link down below in the description box for you guys. If you would like to see how I achieve this full drugstore makeup look, y'all know what to do. Definitely stay tuned. So we're first gonna start off with a plumping lip oil. This one is from ColourPop. It's their So Juicy Plumping Lip Oil in the shade Lychee Jelly. And I just love how it plumps up the lips, but it isn't too spicy. Next, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It is just like an edge control for your brows, literally. And I'm gonna use it with the e.l.f. Brow Lift applicator. If I use a drugstore brush or tool, I will definitely share it in this video, but if it's not, I'm just not going to include it. I didn't want to get new brushes just for the sake of this video, to be honest. I have a bunch of e.l.f. brushes. If y'all want me to do a video exclusively on like drugstore brushes that I like, just let me know. So next we're going to use a little bit of loose setting powder, and I'm going to use this just to set that brow product that we just applied in it. I did let it set on the brow for about 3 minutes, and this is going to help us be able to apply brow product. So this is major key for me. I'm gonna use a new brow product today. This one is from Maybelline. This is their Build a Brow in the shade Black Brown. It has brow gel on one side and it's got the brow pen on the other side. I love that it's giving very, very fine brow hairs as I'm using it. I don't have like any hairs over here on the tail, so I definitely have to fill that in all the way. On the end of my brow, I'm gonna take a brow pen that I already own, and that is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint pen in the shade Espresso. It's a little bit darker, and I need that for the tail part of my brow because the tail part of my brow needs some serious help, y'all. And lastly, I'm gonna take that same brow pen from NYX in the shade Black just to further deepen up this outer corner. Next, I'm going to take the NYX The Brow Glue Brow Gel, and this is in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm going to use this just to make sure all of those brow hairs are still combed up and stuck in place. Next, I'm gonna take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 40 Caramel and the e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm gonna use this to carve out the underneath portion of my eyebrow. I have used this concealer before. I really like it for underneath my eyes, just for highlighting under there. I think I've only used it to carve out my brows like a handful of times, but since this is a drugstore makeup tutorial, we might as well just do it. Then we're gonna blend it out with a fluffy brush. And then I'm gonna take that concealer on my eyelid as well, just to get rid of any discoloration there. This is gonna serve as an eyeshadow base as well. You can always use a concealer as an eyeshadow base if you would like. Just make sure you set it in place so that it is stuck and does not crease on you. I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush, tap, 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 and then we're going to blend it as well. Next, I'm gonna set my eye with that same Makeup Revolution Banana Deep powder, just to make sure this concealer does not crease. For eyeshadow today, we're gonna be using the ColourPop Precious Metals eyeshadow palette. Look at all these beautiful shades that this palette comes with, y'all. So, so pretty. So I'm first gonna use this shade right here called Invest in Me. It's a mid-tone matte brown shadow, and we're gonna put this in the crease. Next, I'm gonna take the shade You're Solid right here. This is a darker but still warm tone brown shade, and we're gonna put this in the crease as well, a little bit lower than that first eyeshadow that we placed in the crease. Right now, we're just sculpting out the eye and giving it dimension. So next I'm gonna take the shade Lucky One, and this is a darker, deep tone brown, still warm, and we're going to put this in the outer V, just to deepen up this area. So next we're gonna use a little bit of this NYX glitter primer. We're just gonna be using an eyeshadow on the lids, but this glitter primer helps to allow shimmery shadows and glittery shadows to stick to it better. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my lid and tap it wherever I'm going to be applying the lid color. Next, I'm gonna take this shade So Metal, and we're going to apply this to the lid. It has some chunky glitters in it, so you definitely want to put down some kind of base if you want the full payoff of this eyeshadow, y'all. Look how pretty that is. So next we're gonna do liner, and I'm gonna use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Y'all probably already have it if you've been watching my videos. I use this even with my higher end eyeshadows. I just absolutely love this eyeliner. I would use this regardless of if I was doing a drugstore makeup tutorial or not. This liner is just that girl. For me it is, at least. I feel like this is just so easy to use. For mascara, I'm gonna use one of my favorites that I haven't used in a minute. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the shade Carbon Black. If you have ever bought mascara from the drugstore, I am sure you have tried this one. It still is bomb. I know it's super old now, but I love this mascara. Before we move on to the face, I'm gonna clean up underneath my eyes with these Neutrogena Hydra Boost makeup wipes. I'm gonna use this just to clean up any of the fallout from the eyeshadow that we used. This is exactly why I like to do my eyeshadow and brows first, and then I'll do my face makeup after so I don't mess it up. So let's prep our under eye area with the Good Molecules Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. I believe you can get this from Target if I'm not mistaken. If this isn't drugstore, my bad girl, but it's affordable though. I know that, but I'm gonna apply this underneath my eyes to get them prepped for concealer. So while we let that set, I'm on the fence about what primer I'm going to use today. I really like this NYX Plump Right Back primer. I feel like it really plumps the skin and it serves as a sticky base for foundation, but I've heard really great things about this e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer as well. I'm just a little bit nervous about using the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer because it does have niacinamide in it. Niacinamide is like my kryptonite, y'all. It does not work for my skin. It makes it break out in little bitty bumps. My skin is doing so good. It's like, girl, what are you doing? Don't try it. So yeah, I'm gonna do the NYX Plump Right Back because I already know this is not going to F my face up. So let's go ahead and apply the NYX primer. It is very moisturizing. I love this primer. I have used this primer with my higher end foundations and it works bomb with that. So hopefully the foundation I picked out today works bomb too. And y'all already know I love to double prime, so we're gonna be trying out this e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I have not used this yet. We're about to go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what it's talking about. So it's a really fine mist. I could honestly barely feel it coming out. It does say shockingly fine mist, but major makeup grip. So we're gonna see. For foundation, we're gonna be using this Maybelline Superstay Active Wear Foundation. I don't believe that I've ever used this foundation. If I have, it's been a hot minute. I hope I got it in the right shade. I did get it in Mocha 360. I wanted to get a darker shade because none of my foundations match me for summer right now. Ever since I got back from Puerto Rico, nothing matches. So I put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm gonna be using this with the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. It looks like the shade is gonna be okay, but we'll see once we start blending this out. It's a lot more liquidy, or I would say watery, than all of the foundations that I typically use. Let's just see what this coverage and everything is looking like once we blend this baby out. I'm definitely not mad at this blend at all, and I don't think this color is bad either. I think it's probably the best match I would have gotten. I'm not going right underneath my under eye area because I like to save that area for my concealer. So I think this foundation definitely looks really nice. It's not as flawless as my NARS Natural Radiant, like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Does this give a flawless finish and does this look good on the skin? Hell yeah, it does. So next I'm going to bronze, and I did get a new foundation stick to do this. This is the Thread Basic Complexion Stick in the shade 230 Deepest Warm Red. I have never tried out this brand before, so let's try this baby out and see what it's like. So this baby is deep, okay? Oh yeah, that is definitely gonna contour my face. So let's blend out the nose first. Now let's blend out this face product. So the jawline as well as the cheekbone. And honestly, y'all, this blends out really good. For concealer, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Concealer in the shade 146.5. So I know I'm going to have to turn this baby until it starts coming up. Okay, there we go. So we're going to apply this underneath the eyes. I'm going to do the center of my nose, my forehead, center of my lip, and my chin. I'm also gonna take a little bit of that Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 40 Caramel, just right here at the front of my under eye area, just to give it a little bit more brightness. If I'm being honest, this concealer looks orange AF. I'm feeling like Oompa Loompa in this, okay? We're gonna trust the process and see how it blends out. I just opened up the Lip Bar Fresh Glow Dream Blush. This one is in the shade Talk Is Cheek, and this looks like a beautiful pink cream blush. So I'm going to apply this to my cheek area while we wait for that concealer to set underneath the eyes. So I let the concealer sit for a little while. Let's go ahead and blend this baby out. And then I like to go around the edges with my foundation brush, y'all. Now let's blend out this under eye area. Then I'm gonna take the same brush that I used for my blush and just go over top the concealer. To set my under eye area, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Revolution Banana Deep Setting Baking Powder. And I'm gonna use that with just a triangle puff. Make sure that you got any creases out before you do this step, y'all. Because once you set this, it's game over. I'm also going to apply it to the other places where we highlighted. So down the nose, right here above the lip, and also my forehead area. For powder today, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, and this is in the shade 365 Copper. And we're gonna apply this everywhere we did not apply that baking powder. This powder is very soft, y'all. It's something I noticed when I just put my brush in it. And this is the e.l.f. powder brush. So let's go ahead and wipe away all this baking powder. So I'm gonna be using a new bronzer. This is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. This one is in the shade Butter Than You and Y'all. This baby is deep, so I'm gonna use a light hand with this because I've never used it before, so we're gonna see what it's looking like, okay? Just a little bit, okay? I'm not going crazy with this baby. I'm also gonna take just a little bit on my nose as well, nothing crazy. Just to define that area better. I'm gonna be using two blushes, this L'Oreal Infallible blush in Confident Pink, as well as this NYX Butter blush in the shade Hada Butter. This is gonna create the perfect pinky coral shade. I'm first gonna apply Confident Pink, and we're just gonna put that over top the cream blush that we used. As you can see, it's pretty pigmented. I barely went into the blush. And then I'm gonna put Hada Butter on top. It's so pretty. Do not be afraid to mix blushes to get a really pretty shade for your skin tone. For lips today, I'm first gonna go in with this ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is in the shade Chain Reaction. It is a beautiful mid-tone brown color. And we're gonna line the outside of the lips. Next, I'm gonna take this L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in the shade La Nude Rebellious 108. I have not used this lipstick ever either. And we're going to apply this to the middle of the lip. This is really pretty. And then I'm gonna top it off with this Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in the shade Sky Pink. I have used this lip gloss in the past when it was in different packaging. Hopefully it's the same shade. And I'm gonna put this in the center of my lip. I'm gonna go into the shade You're Solid again right here. And we're gonna blow out our under eye with it. And then I'm gonna take the Lucky one again, and we're gonna blow out the outer corner of the eye right here and just deepen it up. So I'm technically cheating with the next product, but I completely forgot to grab a black pencil liner, and I really want this eye look to be smoked out on the bottom lash line. So just use a black drugstore liner for this look, or use whatever black pencil you already have. I'm sure you already have a black pencil. So I'm going to tight line with this. And then I'm also going to do my lower waterline, and we're gonna smoke it out. So let's go ahead and just smoke this baby out. And then I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara again, except this time we're gonna use it on the bottom lashes. And then for lashes today, I'm gonna be using these Eylure Luxe Faux Mink lashes in the style Regal. And I'm just gonna take one pair of these. We're gonna apply these bad boys. So let's go ahead and put the lashes on. I've got my mirror down here, looking at it at a 45-degree angle. I'm gonna go ahead and place the lash in the middle of my lash line. We're gonna let that sit there for a second. I'm gonna do the same on this side. Place it in the middle first. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to this side, and we're gonna push down both the inner and outer corners. And then I'm gonna go ahead and place in the inner corner on this side and the outer corner. So the last and final step is using makeup setting spray.
Whatever I want, dressed in a gown, everybody's like, where you going? Nowhere special, just going to the store. I think I'd have it all, tell you I have even more. Picking a plate, being a plate, she is on a rule.
This look turned out super cute. I am literally obsessed. If you're interested in checking out any of the products that I use in today's drugstore makeup tutorial, I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description box for you guys. And if you have not already watched my top 10 favorite makeup setting sprays, you definitely wanna check out that video next, because that's gonna keep your makeup on all day long, including right now when it's super hot and it's summertime. So definitely check that video out next.